At the end of the 1980s, challenging the German giants seemed almost impossible. The European executive sedan market already had its absolute kings. BMW ruled with sportiness, Mercedes-Benz with prestige. Audi was beginning to rise through technology and sophistication. And then, an Italian brand decided to enter that war without asking for permission. Its name was Alfa Romeo. And the car chosen for that mission was the legendary Alfa Romeo 164. But the most impressive part is that it was never created to be just another elegant sedan. It was born to challenge the entire system. When the Alfa Romeo 164 was introduced to the world in 1987, it looked completely different from anything coming out of Germany. While its rivals relied on conservative and cold styling, the 164 arrived with an almost theatrical presence. Low, wide, aggressive, yet still sophisticated. Its design, created by Pininfarina, looked closer to an Italian concept car than to a traditional executive sedan. And maybe that was the first shock. Because the 164 never tried to copy the Germans. It wanted to humiliate them using emotion. Beneath that elegant body, Alfa Romeo prepared an engine lineup that revealed exactly what the company intended to do. There were balanced versions like the 2.0-liter twin Spark, but there were also far more ambitious options. Among them was a 3.0-liter V6 that quickly became one of the car's defining signatures. And it wasn't just about power. It was about personality. The sound of that engine felt alive. While many executive sedans of the era focused on isolation and absolute silence, the Alfa Romeo 164 delivered something almost none of its rivals could reproduce: emotion. The driver didn't simply drive the car. He felt the car breathing, accelerating, and reacting to every movement. And that completely changed the experience. As the years passed, Alfa Romeo pushed the project even further. Turbocharged versions arrived, electronic improvements, more refined suspensions. And then came the version that transformed the 164 into something far more radical: the Quadrifoglio Verde. More than 230 horsepower, aggressive traction, sharp responses, and handling that made many German sedans feel overly serious and predictable. Suddenly, that Italian sedan was no longer just an exotic alternative. It had become a real threat. And maybe that is exactly what makes the story of the Alfa Romeo 164 so fascinating today. Because it had almost everything needed to win: striking design, memorable engines, passionate driving dynamics, presence, personality. But there was one problem impossible to ignore. The market had already chosen its favorites. At that time, buying a German sedan meant status, safety, and tradition. Buying an Alfa Romeo meant taking an emotional risk. It meant choosing passion over logic. And not everyone was willing to do that. Even so, the 164 achieved something very rare: respect. It proved that Italy also knew how to build an executive sedan capable of facing Germany's giants without losing its identity. It didn't need to feel cold. It didn't need to be predictable. It didn't need to resemble a soulless corporate machine. It could be elegant and still emotional. When the time came to replace it, Alfa Romeo introduced the Alfa Romeo 166, a car that tried to continue the same philosophy, but never managed to create the same emotional impact as the 164. And over time, both models slowly disappeared from the streets, remaining alive only in the memories of those who truly understood what they represented. Today, the Alfa Romeo 164 belongs to a very special category of automobiles. The cars that did everything right, but were born in a world that had already decided who was supposed to win.